It's been a while. I'm sorry, it's been a while. Again, you know what? I don't even have an answer to that. Well, actually I did because I made a video about it. So that's my excuse. And I have a hat because my hair is ugly today and I just want to film because it's been a while and I just felt like making videos, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. So today's gonna be a wrap-up of all the books that I read since my last wrap-up, which means like months ago. So when I did my wrap-up, I didn't start... Did I? I wasn't at school yet, so all of my books of school reading will be in there. I'm sorry, it's gonna be long. And they're all French books because I'm in a French school, so all the books, you won't know them, but it's fine. First book I got is Marie Calumet from Rodolphe Girard, which is a Quebec author. He is very known here. I think it wasn't that great. School reads, I mean, it's fine, I guess. This book is like in the 1920s? I don't even know, but it's in a moment where the Catholicism, where the church is very present with the people and the poor people, I guess, because they're all working in farms, and there is this girl, Mary, which comes and saves the city, well, not the city, it's not a city, saves the village and changes a lot of things. It's kind of a great book actually, but it's just long to read because there's not much happening. And I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Next book I read is from Michel Tremblay. If you read any Quebec books, you will know him because he's very, very known. And I read Les Belles Sœurs, which is the sisters-in-law, I believe. Is it? I don't know. Which is basically a story about the women slash mothers in the 60s, 70s? Wait. In 1965. It's when the time where in Canada, well, Quebec, women were just working at home, they were making food, they were cleaning the house, they didn't have a job because they weren't allowed to. And this is a play actually. I didn't mention it. Why? This play is mostly about these women complaining about their lives and the fact that they don't have anything and that they just want something more than their lives. It is a very deep play, but the way it has been written is very humoristic, so it is not that hard to read and that heavy to take in, but it does have some deeper meaning. Next, for my philosophy class, we had to read a book and I decided to read it in English because I had the book with me, and it is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Basically, if you don't know what this book is about, it is about a futuristic world where babies are made by laboratories and engineering machines. Nobody make babies anymore. It is a very futuristic book, so I had some problems believing in everything that was said in there, but it is a very good book and looks a bit like 1984. And I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Thinking back, I could have put it 3.5 compared to the 2 other books that I just mentioned, but yeah. Okay, now we're up to Christine the Girl King by Michel-Marc Bouchard. This is another play that was written. It is about Christine the Girl King, who was the queen of Sweden. Yes, I believe it is Sweden. This is set during the 17th century, and it is during Christine's reign, of course, and it is mostly about her story, but really really cut to the very minimal. It was kind of interesting. I really like the kind of feminist part into it. I don't say that it is a feminist book, not at all, but it has some feminist touch into it and I really like that. And I gave it 3 out of 5 stars because it was another school read. last school read of the fall semester is L'Île de la Merci by Elise Turcotte, which this book got me because it is mostly around broken families and suicide, and I am, how do I say that? I'm really touched by these kind of books because I have experienced personal things like that. I just felt drawn to the book. I just really was able to connect to the main character. It is mostly about a family divorcing and the kids just not really understanding what is going on because their parents never talk to each other. They never even talk to the kids, so it is even more complicated to understand what is going on. So yeah, and I gave this book 3 or 3.5, I'm not sure. 3 out of 5 stars. The next 2 books I read were not school reads. Yay! Unfortunately, I only read 2 books during my winter vacation, which is really sad because my winter vacation is like a month and I only read 2 books, so yeah. First, it's not a book, it's a graphic novel. It is Scarlet Rose. Is it that though? I don't even know. By Patricia Ligfong, and it is only in French. I'm sorry, but it is so good. I started this series when I was like, I must have started this like at least 10 years ago. So when I was like 8, 9 or 10 maybe, because this is the 12th book and I have them all. And I remember buying them like once a year, but maybe like the first 3 or 4 were not, were already out and I just bought them slowly. I don't know. But this story is so good. It's in the 16th or 17th century, what the fuck. But like people have big dresses and women don't wear pants. About the 16th century in France, it's about this girl and this guy who, well, eventually fall in love, but at first they are vigilante who steal from the rich at night in disguise, and well, her name is Scarlet Rose and his name is the Fox. So together they steal to the rich and give back to the poor, and this is why it's like more in the 18th, not 18th, 16th century, because there are like horses and everything. And I give this one 4 out of 5 stars, mostly because of the book cover, but also because the story is really slow, and I think they're just like extending it to be like more books, and I just don't really like that. Is it still rolling? Oh, yes it is! The other book that I read that wasn't for my school is this modern, I'm never able to say that. This modern love by Will Derbyshire. I really liked that book. Well, I loved it. It was really cute. And I don't normally go for these kind of books because I just don't see the point. But it was Will. It was Will. How could I not? And I really like the fact that he added some pictures. Well, not he, but the people who were sending letters added some pictures of what love meant to them, and I just really like that fact. I did though gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And now we're back in my semester. Yay! So this is for my French class and I read Balzac and the Little... I don't even know how to translate that for real, so it's Balzac et la Petite Tailleuse Chinoise by Dicey J. I don't know. I liked this book really because it is a mostly true story. The author was really living what was inside the book, so it was during Mao's reign in China, and he decided that all the intellectuals were too intellectual for him. If you were in college and up, you had to leave your college. You have to leave your life completely and go to the mountains to be re-educated by the poor people. And this is the story of one of the guys who was like 18, 19, and he was sent with his friend Leo to a mountain to be re-educated, and it is mostly the story of him and Leo in the mountains. Nothing was really happening since they were just there. So there wasn't any big action. It was a bit slow to read. So that is it for my wrap up. I hope it wasn't too long. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to do this like once a month, but I feel like there won't be any ebook. So I don't know, okay? I don't know. So I'm gonna see you soon with a new video. Bye!